Morning, Macca. What significance do you place on Saturday's victory and the manner in which it was won?
Yeah, it's good to get the 3 points, especially at home. The way we won it as well in the last kick of the game. It's always good, it lifts the dressing room as well when you get a last minute winner. So everybody's happy. It's a good performance, I thought, from us, limited to very little chances. And overall, I think we deserved the win.
Did you actually see the winning goal because you'd just been taken off?
Yeah, I seen it, yeah, because I was stood over the free kick for it before that, and then my number went up, so I seen it. I watched it, and it was a hell of a ball from Aaron, so probably glad I was off, because now it's a great ball from Aaron, and Dom does what Dom does.
Why are free kicks, balls like that, so difficult to defend?
Just if you get the pace and the area right, it's very hard to defend. The defenders are running back towards their own goal. Anything can happen, own goal, or you see at the weekend, just a nice swooping header. They're just so difficult to get right, with the pace on it.
What aspects of Stags play, Macca, particularly encouraged you?
We were direct. We played forward more. When we got the ball, we turned, we played forward. We tried to go forward as much as possible. Maybe over the last couple of weeks, we've been keeping it, going backwards too much. But I thought on Saturday, we went forward more. When I was getting the ball, I was just giving it to Oates and let him do what he needs to do. I thought that was good, and getting numbers in the box as well.
What does it do for you as a senior player, and indeed the rest of the squad, when you see players like Rhys Oates and Deji Larger back in the side? Doubtless big players for Mansfield. Yeah,
massive players. Like we've said it all the time, like when they're missing, they're a big miss. And to have the two of them back, and to have Deji back, he's a rock solid at the back. You know what you're going to get from him. And then with Oatesy, you're never quite sure what you're going to get from him, you know what I mean, in the other sense, because he just causes danger with his pace and his power and his direct running. As a back four, we just said, we'll get up and support them, but just give them the ball and let them do the damage. And I thought he was doing it all game.
And what about for you? You had the captain's armband on Saturday. When did you find out about that?
Just when the team sheet went up. It was just up there, yeah. And I was happy to captain the team. I like doing it, enjoy it. Puts a bit more responsibility on you when you're on the pitch, more communication, more talking, and making sure everything's all right. And I thought I did that. I thought I kept a high line for us, and as I say, I supported Oates as much as possible.
When you're captain like you were on Saturday, do you go into a game like that with a different sense of mentality? Because, like you say, you've got a bit more responsibility.
Yeah, well, your mentality is always the same, You try and be yourself, like the way you talking to people and stuff is what I do anyway. But when you get the captain's armband, it probably lifts 5 or 10%. There's more onus on you to instruct, and boys are listening to you. It's like, it is a little bit of a lift, but at the same time, it doesn't change how I play.
Stags have now played 10 games in League One. 10 games sometimes is the time where people, spectators, supporters start looking at the league table, don't they? What have you made of the season's start for the Stags, Macca?
Yeah, normally the 10 games is the first base, but it's difficult for us because we have so many injured, we've so many out. We haven't really had a settled team through the last couple of months, so the 10 game line for us is not really a reflection of what we're capable of. So I'd like to see us in 10 games time to see where we are when we have the boys back and fit, ready, and everybody fighting for places like it was at the start of the season. That will be interesting. But overall, I think we can be quite happy with what's been dealt to us. We've got some good results, some poor results as well in there. But that's the way football is. Never too high, never too low, and we move on from the weekend.
Saturday you face Reading in Berkshire. How do you look ahead to that one?
Yeah, I can't wait. Reading, big football club. nice pitch, good stadium. So yeah, it's another big game, and looking forward to it. We'll probably still have the same players that we had at the weekend. I don't think anybody's back or anything. So yeah, we go again. And we fight.
Thank you, Macca. Good luck on Saturday.